Welcome to DMR Theory, Dark Matter Rotation Theory. I believe that in this universe, everything is strongly and beautifully connected with everything. All fundamental forces, atomic structure, galaxy structure, universe structure, black hole, light, particle, speed, rotation, motion, everything is strongly connected with everything. We are trying to understand the links among all of these. We are trying our best, but still it is like a long circle of mysteries. The problem to reveal the missing links in all of these mysteries is that, for example, if somebody come up with some new finding and claim that he, for example, detected something going faster than speed of light, so we will say, oh, if it is, it will be like a big disaster for the physics. It means we have to redefine everything. Same if somebody come up and try to explain the atomic structure in a different way, or explain the gravity in another way, we will again say it's mean we have to redefine everything. So in this scenario where everything is strongly connected with everything, is it possible that only one occasion or a single theory resolve all problems, unveil all mysteries, reveal all missing links, and will give answer to our thousands and thousands of questions? We have the separate theory and explanation for galaxy structure, for universe evolution, for dark energy, for dark matter, for black hole, for gravity. So is it possible that only one occasion or theory explain everything? We are in the phase where we are trying to understand that how these are linked with each other. We are in the phase of finding missing links. So here my question is, if somebody come with entirely new concept and try to redefine everything and say that there is no gravity, if we say speed of light is not the same in other part of universe, atomic structure need modification, define black hole inside structure, explain gravity formation, galaxy formation, explain universe evolution process, and explain the atom evolution process, redefine everything. So what you will do? Do we have capacity to shift our mind and give attention to entirely new concept? Are we ready to start thinking in an entirely new way and agree to take a new concept with patience? Are we ready to give way or to accept the new way of thinking with open mind? If you agree to take the new concept with patience and open mind, then again my question is it possible that a single occasion or a one theory could resolve all problems? It seems impossible. But today I am here to introduce you an entirely new theory named DMR Theory, Dark Matter Rotation Theory, revealing the missing links of all mysteries. So this theory will explain the links among all of these mysteries. This theory reveals all major mysteries of universe, provide solution to hundreds of problems, give answer to the thousands of questions, redefine the fundamentals of science, and reveal the almost all missing links of universe. DMR theory do this because this is not a single theory. DMR theory is actually the chain of 13 sub-theories, and we call them 13 structures. Each structure has its own very unique explanation and very unique and amazing mechanism. Maybe you have never heard before. Every structure have very unique explanation that you maybe never heard before, and through combination of several theories, it reveals the whole mechanism of universe, explain the complete story from atom evolution to the evolution of our billions of light years universe. So with the combination of different structure, it explains the whole mechanism of the universe, reveal the all missing. You can see how these are one thing is attached with 2, 3, 4 things, and how this combination is made. So in first look, it seems a little complicated, but reading the all list one by one and go inside step by step, you will find it is not only easy to understand, but you will explore a very interesting and amazing and magnificent universe. In last few decades, we have observed hundreds of mysterious things in different part of science, and we don't have answer for them. For example, about the atomic structure, about the galaxy structure, and we have observed many of mysterious things about the black hole, star part near the black hole, dust cloud near the black hole, about the gravitational lenses, about the dark energy, about the dark matter, about earth core mechanism, gravity behavior, gravity zones in different part of Earth, and atomic clock behavior in these zones, universe expansion, mysterious protection shield around the planets and around our solar system. Hundreds of mysterious things we have observed, but we don't have the answer for all of these. But this theory, with combination from different 13 structure, will give answer for almost all mysteries of this universe. Answer with 100% logics. Logic means everything under the law of physics, very simple law of physics. And I have confidence on my word that once you go through all 13 structure, it will be impossible for you to escape from this DMR theory. Right now in this first video, I will give a very short review of all 13 structures just to explain that what is DMR theory. But to understand the whole mechanism, it is mandatory to understand the each structure deeply and completely. While explaining this theory, a little hurdle that I always face is to decide from where should I start. Logically, I should start from the evolution of universe, and as per this theory, the evolution possible was started from evolution of atom. And in atom structure section, I have explained that atom evolution possible was started when nothing was existing. No quarks, no lepton, no antilepton, no hot radiation, no neutron, no proton, no heat, nothing, except the extremely cold and extremely freezing dark matter with thousands of minus temperature. But the problem to start with, the problem is that I cannot explain the atomic structure without explaining the atomic law and dark matter based core mechanism. The proof of my atomic structure is hidden in atomic law and DMR based core mechanism, but on the other hand, both of atomic clock and core mechanism are also attached with the solar system. So I feel that first I should explain the DMR based solar system, then go to explain the atomic structure, then atomic clock and DMR based core mechanism. Same DMR based solar system is also attached with gravity and galaxy structure. Same, we cannot understand the black hole mystery unless we understand the speed of light mechanism. Speed of light mechanism also explains the universe expansion more than the speed of light. The purpose of this whole explanation is to explain and realize that it is really hard to decide from where I should start. It is really hard to decide from where should I start. The only tool that can help to understand the whole mechanism of this universe is your patience. To understand that what is DMR theory, it is mandatory that you must go through all 13 structures very patiently. So first I will explain the concept that what is dark matter rotation, and then all structure one by one in best streamlining like possible. But again, the request is that keep patience until I finish with all 30 structures. So now I move to first structure. Now I will start with structure 1, dark matter rotation. What is dark matter rotation? It's an entirely new concept which explains the behavior of dark matter rotation in different circumstances. For example, how dark matter could behave when sun rotates on its own axis, or Earth rotates on its own axis, or galaxy rotation. As per DMR theory, all of these behaviors are 100% calculable by mathematics and under the law of physics. The main concept is based on very simple logic. For example, if you start rotating water at a specific point, the water around that point will also rotate. Same, if we rotate air at a specific point, the air around that point will also rotate up to a certain limit. So, considering the already proven theories that our space is not empty, there is dark matter. So, I can say when sun rotates on his own axis, the dark matter around the sun should also rotate. And it seems not only possible, it's a logical. So, in 17th century, when Newton discovered the gravity, he got the concept from apple fall that how moon is rotating around the earth. Simply in the same way, this simple theory will lead us, could take us more ahead and explain the whole mechanism of the universe. So Newton got concept from apple fall that how moon is rotating. In the same way, this simple theory with the help of 13 structures based on dark matter rotation mechanism. This combination DMR theory reveal the missing links of all mysteries. So these are the 13 structures: dark matter rotation, DMR based solar system, DMR based galaxy structure, speed of light and DMR, black hole structure, star birth, core definition, atom evolution, atomic clock, DMR based gravity, gravity zones, magnetic field and gravitational lenses. These are the 13 structure, and combination of these structures will explain the whole mechanism of the universe. DMR theory revealing the basic links of all mysteries. So you can see, for example, how gravity is linked with planet surface, rotation on axis, magnetic field, dark rotation, how atomic structure is linked with dark matter pressure, how gravitational lenses is linked with dark matter rotation. So most of the things are related to dark matter rotation mechanism. So this theory will explain how dark matter rotation could drive the whole mechanism of the solar system. How speed of light 100% depends on dark matter rotation mechanism. At the one end, it will unveil the black hole mystery, and on the other hand, it explains the universe expansion more than the speed of light. How DMR could logically grip the mechanism of a galaxy and the whole universe without the concept of dark energy. How dark radiation appear as or create the gravitational lenses. How atom evolution process starts with extremely cold and freezing dark matter. How extremely high speed dark radiation convert into black hole. Even light can come out of this region. It explains the magnetic field is actually the detectable dark matter rotation. Describe how core of Earth or planet or any star could be alive over the billions of years. How dark rotation and dark matter pressure create the high or low gravity zones on Earth, and how atomic clock work under these high or low gravity zones. And finally, this theory explains that the gravity discovered by Newton is actually the dark matter rotation based calculable mechanism. So, as simple falling apple given concept Newton to discover the gravity, seeing this simple concept of simple DMR theory will lead us to reveal the complete story from atom evolution to the evolution of our billions of light in the universe, and reveal the almost all mystery of the universe. This dark rotation is the base of DMR theory. Now I will shortly describe the meaning per structure, and in onward videos I will explain each structure in detail. Now, structure 2, DMR based solar system. Unfortunately, I have to describe this in beginning. I understand it is really hard to believe that our solar system is working under DMR based mechanism instead of sun gravity. But as I said earlier, that this is the initial part of DMR theory, and to understand complete DMR theory, it is mandatory to go through all 30 structures. One of the questions is why we are unable to solve the mysteries of universal mechanism. One of the big reasons is visualization, the things that we can see. Unfortunately, we are unable to bypass these things while understanding the universe. But we have to do it. If we make us able to bypass these visualization and think something out of the box, beyond our zone, beyond our region, if we can do this, we may discover some missing links. And after understanding those missing links, we can make us able to redefine the visualization around us. As I said, it's really hard to believe on DMR based solar system, so I suggest to assume the possibilities or bypass it, but we must see what is coming next. On the detailed video of DMR based solar system, I will explain that how your mind will start accepting this theory. Means on which stage your mind accept what. In other words, I will explain the stages of acceptance of this theory. DMR based solar systems describe that how sun, planet, even moon also create their own DMR, and these DMR interact with each other and create a balanced mechanism of solar system. Right now I am sharing some of the images from this mechanism, but in onward detailed section I will explain everything precisely. So this structure logic explains that how sun, planet, moon, galaxy, DMRs hold each other and create a balanced mechanism, and why they do not go out, in, up or down and keep rotating the specific path. So here you can see Earth creating its own dark rotation, held by the sun dark matter rotation, and sun dark rotation is held by the galaxy dark matter rotation. Same, moon is also creating its own dark matter rotation, and which is held by the Earth, Earth held by the sun, and sun held by the galaxy dark rotation. So all of these dark matter rotations interact with each other and create a balanced mechanism. We believe that planets are orbiting the sun without using any energy. But this structure will explain that how sun, planet, moon, DMR interaction generate energy and how this energy consumed to move around. Very amazing, complete, logical and balanced mechanism. I will explain that when Earth comes near to sun along its dark matter rotation, so sun high speed, little bit high speed DMR interact with the Earth DMR and they push each other and create energy. This energy is consumed by the Earth to move around the sun. So this structure includes very beautiful model for the moons rotating around the planets. Explains that how moons are rotating in undisturbed zone without any instruction with the sun DMR. So I can see Earth rotation creates its own dark matter rotation zone, and moon is orbiting in this same zone, undisturbed zone. Moon have no interaction with the sun dark matter rotation. You can see sun DMR cannot enter in this zone, not from here, not from this side, not from this side, not from this side. So for moon, this is the undisturbed zone, where moon has no interaction with the sun dark matter rotation. This is the interaction, and how this dark matter rotation interaction appear as a protection shield for us. This interaction is already discovered, and this zone is this rotation works as a protection shield for us. And so you can see that millions of miles away, far beyond the moon, how Earth dark matter rotation interaction with Sun DMR not only create a space for the moon to orbit, but also work as a potential shield for us, the invisible beauty of nature. This will give an answer to the hunt of mysterious and unsolved questions related to our solar system. In this short video, I have also to explain 11 more structure. So first, for the detailed structure of this theory. Detailed theory includes around 60 images pictures. Every picture have its own inside story. And I have also estimated the DMR speed from 1 million kilometer up to 6,000 million kilometer. These are some calculations. In detail section, I will explain that how this calculation is done. But you can see the DMR speed, the velocity of dark matter rotation speed is increasing, and up to a certain limit, up to 35-36 million kilometer, its speed increase up to 51.1. This is the top speed, and after this area, the velocity of dark rotation is start decreasing. So, you see, at the distance of 108 km, the velocity gradually decrease up to 35, and 109 for Earth, it's 29, and it's gradually decrease up to Pluto. So you can see here the Sun is rotating in 635 hours with the velocity with the speed of 1.9 meter. But at some distance, dark matter rotation completes circumference in 640 hours. But the velocity is 2.5. Velocity is increased. You can see the only 5-hour difference. But the rotation, but it's completing the long distance. So the velocity is increased. But this increase is up to a specific point, 35-36 million kilometer. But and after this, it start decreasing. It's a very specific pattern. In detail section, I have shared the link of online Excel file. You must see complete roughly calculation from 1 million kilometer to 6,000 million kilometer. To understand the whole mechanism, it is mandatory to go through all 13 structures of this theory. And once you go through all structure, then it will be really hard for you to escape from this theory. Now, move to another structure, magnetic field. They are detectable dark matter rotation. This structure explains that how magnetic field around the planet of around planets of any other object is actually the detectable dark matter rotation. Like for example, this is the Sun. So Sun rotation, rotates the dark rotation. So for just to explain, I have made some 3 layers. That is the first layer of rotation, then second layer of rotation, and third layer of rotation. And then I have put these lines around around this, then second, then third. So it appears like a magnetic field. You can see the small dot, the bigger one, and the bigger one. So it is like in this shape, So these are dark matter rotation, but we can detect this. We have detected this as a magnetic field. You see, the Mercury is rotating around the Sun in a very high speed. So, because of slow rotation on its own axis and high speed rotation, the magnetic field appears like this. Mercury is rotating at a very high speed, but its rotation on no axis is very slow. So this magnetic field appear in this shape. You see, because of high speed, it is appeared in this way. So we have detected the magnetic field in this way. For example, this is Sun dark matter rotation. Full area 600 million or 1 billion kilometer, but we have discovered or detected this area as a magnetic field, but actually this is a dark matter rotation. High speed dark matter rotation, we have detected this zone as magnetic field. DMR based galaxy structure. This is very amazing and interesting structure. This structure describes that under extreme conditions, when the central force is black hole, how dark matter rotation could grip and control the whole mechanism of a galaxy. The galaxy mechanism is not same like the solar system. The orbital speed of visible stars is still increasing with the increase in distance from the center of the galaxy. And to fill that mystery or missing link in science, we have the theory of dark energy. But DMR theory explains the galaxy structure with very logical and unique model, using the same dark matter rotation mechanism without dark energy concept. This structure explains that like every planet or every star, black hole also rotates on his own axis and rotates at very high speed. Dark matter based solar system mechanism works under the model like dark matter cyclone. When sun rotates on his own axis, it creates a cyclone of dark matter rotation. But in galaxy case, galaxy mechanism works under a model like dark matter tornado. So you can see the difference that when sun rotates on its own axis, it creates a cyclone. But here, when black hole rotates on its own axis at a very extremely high speed, it creates a tornado of dark matter rotation on upper and lower side, on both sides. DMR theories have very amazing model of galaxy which covers the both areas. Start with extremely high velocity right near the black hole. In this section, in this area, the velocity of the stars could be extremely high. But after this area, and start with gradually increased velocity. After this area, the velocity of the stars gradually increase. The whole mechanism works with very simple law of physics. This is the DMR, this is the dark matter based galaxy structure. In solar system, DMR velocity increase and then it decrease gradually. But here in galaxy structure, we have observed that the velocity of stars is still increasing. The reason is that the DMR, decrease of DMR is worse in this upper and lower case. Up to 100,000 light years, it decreased up to 400 km per second on the upper and lower side. Right in the center, the velocity of dark matter rotation could be more than 20,000 km per second. But after this area, it decreased, but again it start increasing. Increase up to certain limit, and after this it will be definitely decrease. But you can see up to 100,000 light years, it is still increasing, 200, 250, 300. But this increases because of this upper and lower is still 400. So this will increase up to certain limit and then definitely decrease. You can, to understand, you can calculate the data of a tornado. In tornado, normal tornado, you can see that the rotation of air in this right in the center will be extremely high. But right after this area, the rotation speed will be decreased, suddenly decrease. But if you look at this area, the velocity of air will increase up to certain limit and then decrease. So you can apply the same information, same data on this portion. In tornado, the rotation of air decrease in this shape from here to here, and in this area it will increase up to certain limit and then decrease. So this is the same model of tornado. As I explained in solar system, after solar system, that magnetic field is actually the detectable dark matter rotation. So here you will also find the DMR as a magnetic field. So this is the tornado of dark matter rotation, upper and lower, which is, and this is already discovered as magnetic field. One more thing, one more question, that why every galaxy have the empty space around it. So you can see why every galaxy have the empty space around it. So detail in the explanation structure, it's included 17-18 structure, and I have estimated the DMR speed from 1 light minute up to 10,000 light minute, and the short calculation from 10,000 light minutes up to 100,000 light years. So I have estimated that the speed of dark rotation in this area, or extremely high speed dark rotation could be 6 months in wide, and I am sure that the researcher, if they are working on 1,000 stars in this zone, they will find that the velocity of star will be almost matched with my calculation. So DMR, I have calculated the dark matter rotation speed from here to here. At the top of up to 10,000 light years. This area could be 6 months wide, and the maximum speed could be 20,000, around 20,000. So this is the calculation of dark matter rotation. I have assumed only 3 things. First, I have assumed that the radius of black hole is 10 million kilometers. Second, I have assumed that the black hole rotates on its own axis in 4,200 minutes. Third, I have estimated, or I have assumed the dark matter rotation decrease rate. All of the rest calculations are linked with each other through formulas. I will explain in detail section. But the pattern is the same. Sun rotates on its own axis in 635 hours, and in surrounding the DMR's rotation time is increasing. On the other hand, the velocity is also increasing. Velocity increase in this pattern up to a certain limit and then decrease. So it's the same like solar system, but the shape is in tornado case. So you can see the DMR speed kilometer per second, it is increasing. In detail section, I will explain that how the calculations are linked with each other. So you can see that velocity of DMR speed is increasing, and at the distance of 95 minutes, it touched the highest speed of 20755, and after this it starts decreasing. I have calculated the speed for each minute up to 10,000 minutes. You can in today's section I will share the link of online Excel file. Must see the complete rough calculation from 1 light minutes to 100,000 light years. So you can see at the 200 minute speed is 16,000, at the 6,000 minutes is 4,000, and at 10 light days it decreased to 3,000, and at the 6 light months it decreased to 800 km per second. So right on the edge the speed is 800 km per second, and after this it drops to 200. 20,000 km per second is really near, very near to the black hole, just at the distance of 95 minutes. But at the edge of 6 months is 800, and then suddenly drop to 200. 4 time decrease. If you calculate the data of a normal tornado, so you will see that this is a normal or this is a logical decrease. It is possible to decrease suddenly of this area. So after this drop, it again start increase up to certain limit, and then decrease. And as I told, this increase is because of this upper and lower forerunner. So it will increase up to certain limit and then decrease. As I told in solar system that how Earth, Moon and solar system hold each other. So I will explain that why it is in this shape. In today's section I will explain. In details section, In detail section, I have included a lot of more images and a lot of more information. So you must watch the detailed section of this structure. In detailed video, I will describe that how velocity of all stars of our galaxy is almost 100% matched with this DMR based structure without dark energy concept. So must watch the detailed video of this structure to reveal the all mysteries related to galaxy structure. This structure will give you solution or answer to the all mysteries related to our galaxy structure. So must watch the detailed video of this structure. Now the structure, speed of light. The speed of light is the foundation of physics. As I said in the beginning, that if we change the concept of a speed of light, it means we have to redefine everything. So keep in mind that in onward structure, I am going to redefine everything. In this structure, you will feel a lot of things impossible. But in support, onward structures will prove that this is exactly possible. Speed of light. This structure describes that how logically speed of light 100% depends on dark matter rotation mechanism. This mechanism of speed of light, at the one end it will resolve the mystery of universe expansion more than speed of light, and on the other hand it will resolve the mystery of black hole structure. It describes that how light interact with dark matter and explain that it's not only change the direction but also reduce the speed of light. This theory explains that our known speed of limit around 300,000 km per second could be only our zone speed of light. Out of solar system it could be little faster, out of galaxy it could be more faster, or out of cluster or out of supercluster it could be more than 1 million km per second, and vice versa. If we travel toward the black hole, right near the black hole, the speed of light could decrease less than 15,000 km per second because of extremely high speed dark matter rotation. So it seems impossible. 1 million km per second or down to 50,000 km per second, it seems impossible. To understand this structure, you must watch the detailed section of this detailed video of this structure. It involves a lot of technical details and some example. I cannot explain this in this short review video in 3-4 minutes. I cannot explain, but right now I will share some of the information about this structure. But you must watch the detailed video. Increase or decrease of speed of light depends on two things. First, speed of light decrease will increase our dark matter rotation speed, and speed of light increase when dark matter rotation speed decrease. So this is the model. If we increase the dark matter rotation speed, the speed of light decrease, and when we decrease the speed of light, dark matter rotation, the speed of light increase. And the second is dark matter rotation circumference around any object. Dark matter rotation around any object. When DMR take less time to complete the circumference, when it take less time, it affect more to reduce the speed of light. On the other hand, if it take long time to complete the circumference, it affect less to reduce the speed of light. So if DMR takes more time, it create, I have taken this portion, it create a curve which is little straighter. When it take less time, the curve is more bended. So when it take more time, in other words, when the curve is straighter, it affect less to reduce the speed of light. And if the curve is more bended, it affect more to reduce the speed of light. So in this model, here I have described that the speed of light decrease with the increase in dark matter rotation speed. With dark matter speed increase, speed of light decrease. On our Earth velocity is around 30 km per second. Sun, for example, sun velocity is 220 and our galaxy velocity is 370. So it seems that the speed of light should decrease when we go out of a solar system or out of galaxy. So you can see the speed of dark matter is increasing, 30, 220, 370 is increasing. So a speed of light should, it seems that it should decrease, but it is not. It is not like this. We have to understand the combination of the following two mechanisms. Speed of light is actually decreased when not only the speed of DMR is high, but not only the speed is high, but also when the dark matter rotation takes less time to complete. It's not only is high, it takes less time to complete the sacrifice. Time is lifetime. On the other hand, if it takes long time to complete the sacrifice, it affects less to reduce the speed of light. So, so suppose this area, this is a for example, this is a galaxy. If it take 200, suppose it take 200 million years to complete the circumference. So when it takes long time, the curve is straighter. So even the speed is high, 370, but the curve is straighter. So it affects less to reduce the speed of light. When the curve is higher, it affects more. So in other words, I can say that these two mechanisms are light and high speed dark matter rotation collision. So in other words, collision, high speed wave with the dark matter rotation, and collision with curved line. So if this curve is straighter, it affects less to reduce the speed of it, but the curve is greater, then it affects more. The curve is more, affect more to reduce the speed of light. So in detailed section, the detailed video of this structure will actually help to understand the whole mechanism. In detailed section, I will explain what is the rotation and the speed of light, what is circumference, how do you reduce circumference, and the time of circumference, collision, and collision will come more come. So in detailed section, I'll give you some example and some more technical explanation and how this whole mechanism works. Right near the black hole, where the DMR is extremely high, the DMR could increase around 20,000 km per second, and the speed of light could decrease down to less than 50,000. So the DMR rotation speed is increasing, so speed of light decreasing. At the distance of 10 days, 4 days, few hours, DMR speed increased to 12,000 km per second, so it's reducing. So to understand, you can guess it. I will explain through this. For example, this is a galaxy. If we take 200 million years to complete circumference, curve is straighter. But if you see right near the black hole, as I explained in the galaxy structure, that right near the black hole, the DMR rotation velocity could be 20,000 km per second, and it takes only 95 minutes to complete the circumference. So you can see the difference. Here it takes 200 million years to complete. So straighter, it's straighter, but right near the black hole, it takes only 95 minutes to complete circumference. So curve is greater and the speed is high. So not only the speed is high, curve is more. So in this right near the black hole, in this case, the speed cools down to 15,000 km per second. In today's section, I will explain that how light gets stuck in this dark matter-based black hole mechanism. So in today's section, I will not only explain the speed of light mechanism, I will explain that how it gets stuck in the black hole, and I also explain how the universe expansion world, then speed of light is also linked with this structure. So you must watch the complete detailed video of this speed of light mechanism. Now, black hole structure. We know the black hole as a region of a space having the gravitational field so intense that no matter radiation, even light cannot escape. But here in this structure you will find a completely new mechanism which describes that how black hole structure is linked with dark matter rotation and reduced speed of light mechanism. The important points of the structure are: it logically explains that how extremely high speed dark matter rotation creates the black hole region. Explains the mechanism which restricts light to go back or go out from this region. Whatever collapse in black hole, where it goes. Unbelievable, but this structure explains that how stars could take birth from black hole. And believe or not, it's explained in a very simple way that how a black hole in a dust nebula could convert into a star. How a central black hole could be the foundation of a galaxy and can hold the whole mechanism of a galaxy, as I explained the galaxy structure. So in details video of this structure, I will explain that how DMR creates a black hole region, how light is strict to go back from this region, what are collapse in black hole, where it goes, and how a star could take birth from the black hole, or how black hole could convert into star. So in detailed video I will describe everything precisely. So must watch the detailed video of the structure. Star birth. It's really hard to believe in physics, but we have discovered a lot of newborn young stars right near the black hole. So star birth structure describes that how logically black hole could create and throw out the stars. It is just like a high-speed rotating tornado which sucks everything inside, but if you fire a bullet into a tornado, the bullet go through very easily because tornadoes don't have enough power to stop or move well enough direction of the bullet. In the same way, stars come out from the black hole with 100 times more speed than a fine bullet, but light could not escape from this region. In detail section, this light in the stars come out mechanism is explained with very simple law of physics, nothing illogical. This structure also explains that how a black hole which is created after the death of a big star could once again convert into a star inside a dust nebula. We have observed a lot of stars taking birth from dust nebula. So this structure will explain the process of star birth in dust nebula. So in details section, I will explain this whole process with the help of some images and with the help of combination of different structure. So in detail section, I will explain the whole process. Core structure. This structure explains that why the core of the planets and stars are still hot and alive over the billions of years. Current explanation of our core is there are three main sources of heat in deep Earth. Heat formed when the planet formed and accreted, which has not yet been lost. Friction heating caused by the denser core material sinking into the center of the planet. Heat from the decay of radioactive element. But I disagree with all of these three. Heat from when the planet formed, which has not yet been lost. Heat not being lost from 4 billion years. For me, this is very illogical and not according to the law of physics. Second, friction heating caused by the denser core material sinking into the center of the planet. On the other hand, we say that the center of the core is hard and solid, then how this material sinking to the center is possible? Heat from the decay of radioactive elements. This is need to be redefined. This is not because of unstable atoms. As per DMR theory, there is an absolute process through which the heat came out from the atom. In DMR theory, core mechanism work with the combination of several structures and is linked with object rotation speed on its own axis, atom change behavior in the core. Atomic clock runs faster or slower in the different gravity zone is actually an indication of atom change behavior, and that change behavior go extreme in core and cause the emitting of heat from the atom. This is an absolute process of releasing heat, but to understand this mechanism, first you have to understand the atomic structure. Atomic change behavior in gravity zone is the same change of behavior that happens in core in extreme environment. In detailed structure video, it is defined very comprehensively and logically defined with the help of around 15-16 sketches. By understanding the core mechanism and that how it is it's working from the periods of where we can build new sort of reactors where we can generate the heat or energy without breaking a single atom. In the detailed video, I will explain that how atom changes behavior right in the center of the earth, release some heat and again go back to normal status. Why I say that DMR theory is revealing the missing links of universe. The reason is, as I said in the core definition, atomic clock, atomic change behavior in different gravity zone is an indication of core mechanism which is with extreme conditions. In onward research, I will explain that how gravity lenses are the indications of black hole mechanism with the extreme conditions. Blinking of stars is the indication of a speed of light mechanism. A specific pattern of gravity zones on Earth are absolute indications of dark matter-based gravity mechanism. So one structure is the indicator of another structure. These are the links which are missing while understanding the universe. So DMR theory revealing those missing links. Every structure is indicator or part of another structure, and different combination of different structure is actually explaining the mechanism of the universe. So to understand the core mechanism, it is mandatory to understand the atomic structure and also the atomic clock structure, that how it works. So with combination of these three will actually help you to understand the core mechanism, that why the core of Earth or the stars are still hot and alive over the billions of years. So you must watch the details video, not only this but also the atomic structure and the atomic clock structure. Now the most important structure, atom evolution structure. As I said in the beginning, that atom evolution process was started when nothing was existing. No quarks, no leptons, no anti-leptons, no hot radiation, no neutron, no proton, no heat, nothing. Except the extremely cold and extremely freezing dark matter. This structure explains that how atom evolution process was started. And this modified atomic structure has all those characteristics which are already proved through all experiments done in history to explore the atomic structure, but may need to redefine few of the experimental results and theories. The more important points of this redefined atomic structures are: the first ever thing which was created from the freezing dark matter was electrons. 100% logical structure of atom completely under the law of physics. Electron is running around the nucleus without violating any law of physics. There is no strong force to hold the nucleus, but there is a logical mechanism. There is no weak force to hold the electron, but there is a logical mechanism. Why there is a magnetic field around the atom? Why the nucleus has vibration? what is the cloud inside the atom, and how heat taken birth in this freezing universe. A DMR-based atomic structure is explained through 48-50 pictures. Every picture has its own amazing and unique story. So you must look into every picture very closely and try to get the hidden story behind every picture. Because the whole mechanism of our universe, directly or indirectly attached but strongly connected with the atomic structure and its mechanism. So in details section, I will explain the process of first ever thing electron created, that how electron was created from the freezing dark matter, and then I will explain that how the electron has, then I will explain the process of electron running around the nucleus without violating any law of physics. A very complete and logical mechanism, and I will explain that why atom has the magnetic field around it, and what is the cloud inside, and why nucleus has vibration. So in details section, I will explain the complete process, that how electron created from the freezing dark matter, how electron is running around the nucleus, why nucleus has vibration, and without how this structure stands without a strong force or a weak force. So in detail section, I will explain all pictures, 40-50 pictures. Every picture has a complete story to explain the atomic structure. So you must watch that video, because as I said, that the whole mechanism of a universe is directly or indirectly but strongly connected with the atomic structure. So this is the most important structure. You must watch the structure, and onward with the combination of atomic structure and atomic clock and gravity zone, I will explain the whole mechanism of the universe. So this is very important to understand the structure. Now, atomic clock structure. Onward in detailed video, I will exactly explain that why atomic clock run faster or slower in different gravity zones. This structure is linked with atomic modified structure and the core structure. Actually, this structure is used to prove the new modified atomic structure and to explain that why core is still hot and alive over the billions of years. The mechanism of an atomic clock running faster or slower 100% depends on atom chain behavior under the dark matter rotation and dark matter pressure. I will explain this in a detailed video. Now we will move to DMR based gravity structure. This is a very important structure. Gravity defined by Sir Isaac Newton in 17th century, almost 330 years ago, and a lot of research work available on gravity. But in my book, I have written only 12 pages on gravity. These 12 pages include around 25 images, 25 pictures. Every picture has its own inside story, rules and mechanism. And through combination of pictures, I have redefined the whole new mechanism of gravity. So on the one side, 330 years research work, and on the other hand, my 12 pages with around 25 images. No clash with 330 years research work and experiment, but these 12 pages will give solution to an answer to almost all unsolved questions and mysteries related to gravity. It defines that how dark matter rotation and dark matter pressure could work as gravity, which is applicable all over the universe. A similar law for lightweight particle, heavy mass, for solar system, for galaxy, and for the whole universe. So DMR based gravity structure explains the complete and comprehensive mechanism of gravity with logical explanation. Reason of free fall acceleration, reason of different gravity zones on Earth, how dark matter pressure work for lightweight particle and heavy mass, how dark matter pressure defines weight, logical explanation of high gravity pressure near the space, why space shuttle face high gravity pressure near the space and why pressure suddenly drop. You see, when we launch a space shuttle, so why is facing more pressure near the space, and why this pressure suddenly drop and space start floating in the space. So why it's happening? Why the upper on the upper side is we face the high pressure. So this structure cover almost all major parts of gravity and give answer to hundreds of unsolved questions. In detailed video, I will also explain that by understanding the mechanism of gravity, how we can build a new sort of aircraft with capability to cancel or shift the force of gravity. So once we understand the mechanism of gravity, we can make some aircraft which can have the capability to cancel the gravity force. So our next structure, gravity zones, it's also linked with the gravity. So the structure gravity zones is understanding of gravity structure under the dark matter rotation mechanism is mandatory to understand the Earth gravity zones. This structure is linked with space, the shape of surface, dark matter point down mechanism, and plus Earth rotation on its own axis. Gravity is linked with these three parts of these three things. This combination of the combination of these three things defines gravity zones, creation rules, and mechanism. So these three, combination of these three will define that how these zones of gravity are created, or what are the rules and mechanism, why they exist. In detailed video, I will explain the mechanism of zones creation. Very simple rules defines the logic of gravity zones. So I will in the next session I will explain the why these zones are created. What is the rule? How? What is the pattern? How this pattern is made? What is the reason? I will explain the process which create these zones, and this is a very specific and very logical pattern to understand the why and how these zones are created. Now, the next structure is a magnetic field structure. This structure is attached with solar system structure. So I will explain this in detail in next video of DMR based solar system. But the understanding of this structure is also very important to understand the galaxy mechanism. So with solar system I explain this, and the same process, same structure, in different case it will be used in galaxy structure. So this is very important to understand. Now the next is gravitational lenses. Gravitational lenses is already well defined, but we want to explain that how dark matter rotation act as a gravitational lens. As I explained in galaxy structure, dark matter rotation can change the direction of light and appear as a gravitational lens. So this dark rotation of the galaxy could change the direction of light and appear as a gravitational lens. So I'll explain with some example. For example, this is a shining object. Here is our Earth. So dark matter rotation changes the direction of light toward the border edges. Most of light is shifting toward border. So light is coming, so when it passes through from this zone near to the black hole or some high-speed rotating star, it changes direction. So you can see this light coming to the all light shifting to the edges. So we can see if this is this side view and this is the front view. Light shift to border edge and appear as a ring. Shining object at the back. So this is shining object is in the back, but because of this dark matter rotation, light shifted to the border and appear as a ring. So this is not only when some shining object on the back. This is another example that when many times there is no shining object on the back, but still we can see the gravitational lensing. For example, our Earth is here. In previous case, Earth was here, but in this case, Earth is here. Shining object is here, but here is some black hole. So light is shifting from this way, or maybe there is some more shining object. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is our Earth. Here is a black hole with high speed dark matter rotation. So light of these 4 stars is shifting through this black hole dark matter rotation. So this appear as a 4 dots. So a gravitational lens not only appear as a ring, it could also appear as 4 dots. 4 dots could be the reflection of multi-shining objects. So this is a multi-shining object, but this black hole dark matter rotation shifting the light to Earth. If we are here, we can see the 4 lightning dots. So this is also could be reason of 4 dots. The black hole just shifting the light over it, but there is no shining object right on the back. No object over there, but light is shifting on the other shining object. So this is the DMR theory. I have very shortly described all 13 structures of dark matter rotation theory. But in onward videos, I will try my best to explain each structure in best possible way with maximum possible information. I have very shortly described and how all of these are connected with each other. But in onward videos, you will see that how all of these mechanisms are strongly connected with each other. It will be very interesting to see that how the whole mechanism of universe is working, and it will be very fascinating to see the invisible beauty of nature. So you must watch the all onward video of all these structures. So hope to see you in next video of dark matter based solar system. See you in next video.